Hello everyone, and welcome to the 5th part of my Wrath of the Lich King beta testing. And today I'm so excited to share even more things with you. Remember, you can always post a comment below the video if there's anything specifically you would like me to test for the next video. But before you do this, remember to check out part 1 to 4, because I might already have tested what you're looking for. Anyway, enjoy this video. A lot of you are wondering if you'll be able to stack Horn of Winter, the new Death Knight ability, together with the different scrolls, so you will be able to get even more strength and agility. When I tested this, I got this error message, telling me that I already have a more powerful buff. I also decided to test it the other way around, so first apply the scroll, followed by the Horn of Winter. But when you do this, it will remove the scroll buff, and now you will only have the Horn of Winter, meaning you will not be able to stack Horn of Winter together with the Scroll of Strength or Scroll of Agility. There has also been some requests to test if the Druids were able to use polearm. And yes, a Druid will be able to learn polearm in Wrath of the Lich King. This is going to be a huge change compared to Burning Crusade, because now Druids have so many more options for weapons. There's also been quite a few comments related to the PvP mounts, and yes, the price for these will change. Back in Burning Crusade, it required marks. In Wrath of the Lich King, it will require honor. The Black Battle Strider has also been changed, so now Night Elf, Human, and even Draenei will be able to ride this mount. Some of you would also like me to test the Omen of Clarity talent as a Druid. And yes, this will be able to proc when you're in cat form, making your next attack a clear cast requiring no energy. I tested it right here, and as you can see, when I use my mangle, I still have 100 energy. On the beta, I found two kind people who helped me test the Summoning Stone, or well, the ritual of summoning as a Warlock. Because in Wrath of the Lich King, Warlocks will be able to make their own Summoning Stone. And these summoning stones you can use inside dungeons and raids. The first test I did was to summon myself and use the Heartstone, followed by accepting the summon. But for some reason this is not going to be doable on the beta right now. So I went back to the dungeon to test this again. This time I would try to summon a player who was not inside the dungeon. And when I tried this, I got this error message, telling me that the player is not inside the dungeon. So for now, it seems like you will not be able to summon people into the dungeon or raid if they're not already inside the instance. Anyway, let's get back to some good news. For those of you who are preparing honorable kills right now for the upcoming achievement system, then I can tell you these are being tracked. So the moment the achievement system goes live, then it will also track and give you the achievement compared to the honorable kills you have. The honorable kills is the exact same number in the achievement window, but also in the PvP window. And no, you will not be able to combine all the honorable kills on all your characters. This is the first time I ever get to record something from Dalaran City on the beta. The Heirloom gear will be available at the launch of Wrath of the Lich King, and the price for the different items remains the same, so between 40 to 65 emblems of heroism. These you obtain inside the different Wrath of the Lich King heroics, and every time you kill a boss, you will also be able to loot one of these. You can even use these emblems to purchase different level 80 epic items, and the item level of these is 200. The most important thing about this winter is the Frozen Orb, and it seems like the Frozen Orb will be bind on pick up in the first phase. It seems like the limited supply windows will also be in the game, allowing people to purchase the Tome of Polymorph Black Cat, a new polymorph effect for mages in Wrath of the Lich King. But like I said, it's a limited supply, so maybe you will be able to purchase this, flip it on the auction house, and make a profit. Not that long ago, I released a video explaining you were able to speed level your professions in Wrath of the Lich King with Burning Crusade materials. So I had to double check this on the beta, and yes, it seems like you will be able to level up your professions in Wrath of the Lich King with Burning Crusade materials from level 375 to level 395. The comment that received the most likes in the previous video is if I'm able to level up in Wrath of the Lich King with Burning Crusade dailies. So I decided to go back to Isle of Quildanas to test this. And the quest where you hand in 10 gold to instantly complete the quest will not grant you any experience. But what about all the other dailies on the Isle of Quildanas? Will these even give you any experience at level 70? This is going to be important to know, because if there's too much competition in Northrend, for example with the different quest monsters and objects, then it might be better to go to Isle of Quildanas. Well, I got some good news for you, because when I went back to the quest giver and completed the quest, I got 9,500 experience. This is a fairly decent amount of experience, but not as much as the Wrath of the Lich King quest. However, all of the quests on the Isle of Quildanas doesn't only grant you 9,500 experience. Some of them also grant you 12,650 experience. So it honestly might not be too bad to do these quests at the launch of Wrath of the Lich King. Also because the quest in the beginning of Wrath the Lich King will grant you between 15,000 to 20,000 experience, and those quests will have way more competition compared to the ones at the Isle of Goldanas. Now that I'm already testing leveling, then I also went into a level 70 dungeon to test the experience as a level 70 character. And in here you get a lot of experience. So even as a tank, and if you can kill a lot of monsters at the same time, this will probably be a decent way to level in Wrath the Lich King from 70 to 71. One thing you will not be able to level is your weapon skills in Wrath the Lich King at the different new target dummies. People have told me to test this, but sadly it seems like I will not be able to level this way. It works like a PvP target, so as you see, even though my weapon skill is level 1, I always hit the target, but I don't get any weapon skills. In the original patch 3.2, so when tier 9 content was originally added, a new battleground was also implemented. But on the beta, these NPCs are available right now, making it a possibility that you will be able to do the Isle of Conquest at the beginning of Wrath the Lich King. Some of you would also like to know if you can purchase a new level 70 epic PvP set for the new hero class Death Knight. I've been to Stormwind City and Orgrimmar, but sadly I've not been able to find a Brutal Gladiator set for this class. It seems like you will only be able to purchase the different offset pieces, so for example the Guardian rings, necks, bracers, and so on. And I've even been to the different arena vendors to check if you could purchase something. At these vendors you will only be able to purchase the different epic gems and also the different epic weapons. In one of the previous videos I mentioned you're not able to use a cast sequence macro, but people keep posting comments with different macros I should test. None of these macros are working, so it seems like the cast sequence but also cast random macros will not be working in the next expansion. What will be working is the opportunity to make a lot of gold in Wrath the Lich King. You simply just need to do the different raids and acquire the emblems. All of these bracers you can purchase with these emblems, and all of them are bound on equip, making you able to make a lot of gold in the beginning of Wrath the Lich King because you can sell these to other players. For those of you wondering about the price for the Traveler's Mammoth, the price for this is 20,000, but this is without any discount. If you reach Exalted with Kirin Tor, the price should also be reduced by 20%, so ending at a price of 16,000 gold. An important vendor that I also need to check in Dalaran City is the one for Cold Weather Flying, because at level 77 you will be able to learn Cold Weather Flying, but will you also be able to buy the Tome of Cold Weather Flying in phase 1? It sadly seems like this will not be the case, because this vendor doesn't sell you anything. There are still a lot of bugs on the beta right now, but then again, it has not even been out for more than a week. For example, NPCs that shouldn't be in the game at this point, at least not in phase 1, and you are able to purchase different materials that is not going to be available in phase 1 as well. At the same time, the price for different materials and items are also completely wrong. For example, the possibility to purchase these rings for 34 gold, 61 silver, and 10 copper. I still have so many more things to test, and if there's anything specifically you would like to see in the next video, then remember to post this in a comment and I might be able to include it. To make sure you don't miss the next video, then remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell. But yeah, that's about it for today. As always, thank you for watching and have an amazing day. Peace.